Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The House of Representatives has adopted the Senate's version of the Maharlika Investment Fund Bill. The Bicameral Conference Committee met this afternoon to reconcile conflicting provisions in the upper and lower chambers' versions of the bill. House Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries Chairman Congressman Erwin Tieng said the Bicam had agreed to adopt the Senate version of the bill. This was likewise confirmed by Senator Mark Villar, who is the bill's principal author. The Senate passed the bill on third and final reading past midnight on Wednesday. President Bongbong Marcos assures the public that the government has no intention of using state pension funds as seed money for the Maharlika Investment Fund. But the president clarifies that the state-run pension funds can decide to invest in the MIF at their own discretion. GSIS President and General Manager Wick Veloso had earlier said that discussions were made to ensure that pension funds will not be used for the MIF. Instead, the MIF will be built on with funds from the Land Bank, the Development Bank of the Philippines, and the national government. Funds from the GSIS, the SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig are prohibited from being used as seed money for the MIF.
We have no intention of using the pera, kukuha tayo ng pera ng pension fund. We will not use it as a seed fund. However, if a pension fund, which is what pension funds do, is they invest. If the pension fund decides that the Maharlika Fund is a good investment, it's up to them if they want to invest in it.
ACT-CIS party list nominee Erwin Tulfo says that he is planning to file 120 bills in the 19th Congress. At the top of his agenda is to require private companies to hire at least 5% of manpower from the persons with disabilities and senior citizen sectors. Tulfo cited his brief stint as former Social Welfare Secretary, where he said PWDs and seniors complain about not having the opportunity to work. He did admit, though, that he still has a lot to learn about work in Congress, including the filing of bills.
Doon sa may isang grocery store dito sa may Magnolia sa Quezon City, yung nagtitinda doon, deaf and mute, so may sign language. May nakita ako sa Makati, yung elevator boy, nakasaklay, may putol yung paa. So they can, di ba? Kasi they're so depressed. PWD na nga, senior citizen, so ayaw naman daw nila ng dole out. So we'll give them a chance to work.
Negros Oriental Governor Carlo Guido Reyes has passed away at 62. Reyes succumbed to his terminal illness earlier today while confined at the St. Luke's Medical Center. No other details have been made available as of press time. Reyes took over the position of Negros Oriental Governor after then-Governor Roel Degamo was killed in an ambush last March. Reyes won as Vice Governor in the May 2022 polls as Degamo's running mate. With Reyes' passing, Vice Governor Chaco Sagarbaria will be taking over as Provincial Governor. He is expected to take his oath of office today. We have more stories for you after this quick break. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Bangko Sentral says they might hold off on further rate hikes as inflation is expected to have cooled in May. The BSP sees the May print to settle somewhere between the 5.8 to 6.6% range on the back of cheaper oil, poultry, and fish. This is despite the higher costs of electricity, rice, vegetables, LPG, and other consumable items, which caused price pressures last month. If May's inflation rate comes in close to the lower end of its forecast range, the BSP says it will have room to hit the pause button on further interest rate hikes. And Tito Vic and Joey are bidding Tape Incorporated farewell. Tape is the production company behind Eat Bulaga. In Wednesday's episode, Tito Soto thanked former Tape president Tony Toviera, whom he considers as family. Joey De Leon looked back at their Eat Bulaga journey and expressed gratitude for all the networks that they have been part of. For his part, Vic Soto thanked TVJ's supporters. Eat Bulaga is the country's longest-running noontime variety show, which has been on air since July 30 of 1979. One News Now will be back at 5:30 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.